is your month going? How's all your journaling going? Are you starting to go deeper within yourself to figure out your life purpose? Today, I'm going to ask you a question. Are your experiences the clues and directions which unveil your life purpose? Are your experiences the clues and directions which unveil your life purpose? I want to know what you think about that. And in today's live, you will learn how to interpret those experiences to discover and understand your life purpose. You're being given little droplets of information every single day to lead you to your life purpose. So if you are meeting me for the first time or new to the group, I want to give you a huge welcome. I'm Kim Conway, and I'm a Discover Your Soul coach and medium who helps you understand and trust in yourself, your intuition, and of course, your life purpose. And in my many years of working with clients, I've really learned and seen how there are little tiny breadcrumbs of information being dropped for you all of the time to help you connect to your purpose in life. So, before I begin, I'm going to ask you a question. What kind of experiences do you think that we look for to uncover and understand your life purpose? I'm going to give you a moment just to think about that and drop it in the comments. If you're watching the replay, you're not off the hook. I want you to drop your thoughts in the comments because I will get back to you. Okay, so I'm going to ask that question again. What types of experiences do you think you need to look for that give you clues about your life purpose? Okay, so I can't wait to see what you all think. The first thing I'm going to tell you is your intuitive feelings. Your intuitive feelings are one of those experiences that you need to be looking at because they give you so much information about what your purpose is in life. So what do I mean by intuitive feelings? Maybe it's a passion, a drive, feeling pulled or led to something when you can't really explain why. You know, getting excited about wanting to do something and it sort of surprises you. You're like, why do I want to do that? Maybe it's activities, experiences, maybe it's even types of relationships that you have with people. Maybe it's the role that you play. So I'm going to give you an example of that. My whole life I was quite shy and introverted. I didn't really like to speak in front of a group of people at all. It was terrifying for me. And I'll never forget the first moment that I suddenly felt this enormous drive and excitement and desire to speak in front of a group of people. I was in a mediumship development class, and the teachers were having us do inspired talks. And the way they were doing it is they just had like this little Ziploc bag. Inside the bag was pieces of paper with different topics, one word. Maybe the topic was, faith or trust, something like that. And the other bag was all our names. And I suddenly had this huge desire for them to pick my name. I wanted to do this spontaneous, inspired talk like there was no tomorrow. I was bursting. Now my mind was saying, you don't want to do that. You're super shy. You won't have fun doing that. You're going to make a fool of yourself. You won't know what to say. But inside of myself, in my heart, I was like, pick me, pick me, pick me. I couldn't believe how much I wanted to do this. That is an example of an intuitive feeling, which is telling you something about your purpose and what you are meant to do. And what I started to understand about myself as I went through that course and training was that giving an inspired talk is really one of the things that I am meant to do. So that's what I mean by an intuitive feeling. It's just this burst inside of yourself that you want and must do something. Okay? Maybe it's in making a decision and you're feeling led to make the decision that you can't believe you would want to do that, right? It's sort of confusing to you. It doesn't always make sense when it's coming to you intuitively. Okay, so that's the first experience to look for. The second experience to look for, I'm going to start with a question for you, okay? Have you ever felt drawn to something and you didn't know why? So I want to know, if you're watching the replay, write in the comments because I want to know, have you ever felt drawn to something but you couldn't really explain why? I'm going to give you a moment to think about that as I sip my cappuccino because I'm a little tired today. All right. So this question is leading you to think about recurring themes in your life. What themes keep showing up for you over and over and over again? So what am I talking about? I'm talking about specific challenges that you might have, like you keep ending up in a similar situation where you're having to learn the same thing over and over again. Maybe it's specific interests keep falling in your path, things that you're very curious about. But maybe it's even your relationships and the role that you play in them. So what do I mean by that? We all have a role that we play in our relationships, something that we're doing for others. And if you start looking at what your role is over and over and over again, you will begin to understand this about yourself. So what are some examples of a role that you can play? What do you think? I'm going to give you a moment to think about that. So an example of a role could be maybe you're always, the counselor, the therapist, listening to everybody's problems, giving them some advice. Maybe you're giving guidance. Maybe you're the person that just always makes people laugh, right? You just uplift the room. Maybe that's your role, is to just uplift other people, help them laugh. Maybe your role is more of a teacher. You're always teaching people different things, helping them out, helping them learn, getting them excited about that. Maybe your role is a philosopher, dropping inspiration for people, helping them look at life in a whole new way. Maybe you have more of a parentified role. You're the caretaker. You're always taking care of everybody in some way. People rely upon you for that. These are all different examples of roles, and there's many others. But if you look at your role in your relationships, the role you play time and time again, everywhere you go, that's a clue into your life purpose. Okay? So your intuitive feelings and those repetitive themes and patterns that keep showing up for you in your life. Those are 2 of the 3 experiences that we're going to talk about today that give you clues into your life purpose. So, what do you think the third one is? What do you think? What are some of ideas that you have of experiences that can give you clues into your life purpose? So, I'm going to ask you a question. When are the times that you have felt most alive, most energized, most excited? What has been going on in those times? Think about that for a little bit. Drop in the comments what some of those have been for you when you just feel a burst of excitement. That's the third experience I want you to be looking for. The things that light you up. What gives you joy? And I don't want you to just think of like jobs that light you up. I just want you to think about experiences that light you up, that make you happy. Because your purpose in your life will also give you joy, whatever that purpose is. It's going to make you feel good. It's going to make you feel good about yourself, who you are. And when you're doing it, it's going to help you believe in yourself too. So these are 3 different kinds of experiences that you can be looking at that give you those little breadcrumbs that lead you to answer that question, what is my purpose? Your intuitive feelings, repetitive themes, and things that give you joy, the things that light you up. All right, so I hope that gives you a little bit of clarity. And if you are having some trouble answering some of these questions that I'm asking you, like you just need more time to look inside to get the answer, I have something to offer you to help you do that. On Tuesday, April 2nd, I'm holding a workshop called Just Breathe. And I'm actually partnering with a woman named Freedom Delcamp. She's going to be doing it with me. And we're going to be teaching you how to breathe, because it is through the breath that you can connect deeper inside yourself and answer some of these questions that are hard to answer because your mind gets in the way. So I invite you to come to this workshop, Just Breathe, next Tuesday, April 2nd, 4 p.m. Eastern. It's only $11 and it's bring a friend for free. So you can treat your friend or you can split it with your friend, whatever you want. It's a low-cost workshop for you to have a chance to learn how to use breathing to connect deeper inside yourself, understand yourself, and understand your purpose. So I'm very excited about that. I'm going to put the link above me on the post of this live for you to have. All right. So your soul is always speaking to you. It is always giving you little clues about your purpose and what you are meant to be doing, who you are meant to be. And the trick is to learn how to understand that, notice it, and interpret it. So come to Just Breathe, where you're going to have a chance to connect deeper inside yourself. And until next time, remember, your soul's love flows eternal. Take care.